Hello everyone, I am Meghana PS, Assistant Professor in Commerce. Today I am discussing the topic on primary market, its meaning and features. Let's take a quick recap of previous sessions. In the previous sessions, we discussed about structure of Indian financial system and financial markets. The financial system is an integrated system which includes the four elements, that is financial institutions, financial markets, financial instruments and financial services. All these facilitates the mobilization of savings towards the productive purpose. And next we discussed about the structure of financial markets, where we classify the financial market into two, that is organized markets and unorganized markets. The organized market are again classified into three, that is capital market, money market and foreign exchange market. Capital market means here the long-term securities are traded in this market. Money market, here the short-term securities are traded in the money market. In foreign exchange market, the foreign exchange transactions were taken place. The foreign exchange transactions means conversion of home currency into foreign currency or conversion of foreign currency into home currency. This conversion is called as in foreign transactions, foreign exchange transactions. The market where this kind of transaction takes place is called as a foreign exchange market. And we also discussed about the structure of Indian capital market. The Indian capital market is classified into three: equity market, debt market and derivative market. Equity market is a market where the shares and stocks are traded, and it is divided into primary market and secondary market. Primary market is for the new issues and the secondary market is for already issued securities which are traded. In the debt market, the debt instruments are traded which have a fixed payment called interest. And in derivative market, derivative instruments are traded whose value is determined based on the underlying assets. This is about the previous sessions. The objective of this session is to understand the basic concepts and features of primary market. At the end of this session, you are able to understand the basic concepts and features of primary market. Primary market, it is the part of capital market where issuers raise funds directly from investors by issuing of new shares or securities. Which means we know that in a previous session we discussed primary market comes under capital market, that is equity market, where in this primary market issuers means here the companies or industrial enterprises, they raise the funds means they are getting the capital from the investors. Investors here the public. Directly means the transaction is between company and the public. By issuing of new shares or securities means how the company is getting the capital means they are issuing the new shares or securities. By issuing new shares and securities, the capital is formed for a company. And the primary market deals with only the new issue. It creates the platform which facilitates the flow of new and long-term securities from issuers to investors. Means primary market provides the platform or a stage where it helps to get the funds by issuing a new shares and or fresh shares which are in long term in nature from the issuer to the investor. Means from the company they are issuing a new shares and the investor is going to invest by purchasing that new issue. So that is called as a primary market. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಂದಾದಾರರಾಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇವರು ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹೂಡಿಕೆದಾರರಿಗೆ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Primary market is also called as new issue market or first hand market because it deals with the securities which are not previously available to investing public. That is, securities offered to public for the first time. So primary market is called as new issue market or first hand market because of its nature that it is freshly issued to the public directly from the company for the first time, which are not available in the market previously. That's why they are called as a new issue or a first hand market. Let's see the features of primary market. First one is market for new securities. In primary market, it deals only with the new issues or fresh issues which are issued to the public for the first time. That's why it is called as a new issue market. So only deals with the new issues. Next is market for long-term securities, which means that in the primary market, it only deals with the long-term securities, which means the maturity period of the securities which are traded in primary market is more than 1 year. Next one, securities are issued directly to investors by the company, which means that the issuing company issues their shares or float their shares directly to the investors. That's why it is called as a first hand market. Means they are fresh and they directly issue to investors. Next one is source of capital formation to companies. Means there are several sources of funds for a company. The primary market also is one of the source where companies can get the capital by issuing the new shares and securities. They will get the investment by mobilizing the savings of the public and channelize it through investing in the company shares. There are 4 ways to get or to raise the capital in the primary market. First one is right issue, private placement, initial public offer or offer for sale. This will be discussed in a future slides. The next feature is investors can only invest funds but cannot withdraw funds in primary market, which means that in the primary market, the company issues shares and the investor is going to purchase the shares directly from the company. And the primary market will not provide any platform to sell their securities or to withdraw their money from the investment. So it only provides investment, not withdraw facility. Next one. It provides funds to both new and existing companies. New means newly established companies. Existing means already established companies. Both the companies will get funds from the primary market. The new company will get the capital by IPOs, that is initial public offer. And the existing company can issue shares only when part of the authorized capital is not issued. Means when there is an unissued capital is there, then only they can issue the part of the authorized capital. So they can issue the shares for the modernization purpose or expansion purpose. They can get the funds from the primary market. Next one is both small and large investors can participate in primary market. Yes, of course, there is no restriction in the market that the limited number of shares should be taken like that. So both the small investors and the large investor both can participate. Small investors will purchase the shares within a specified limit of amount. Large investors invest large amount in the primary market. According to their income, the small and large investor, they save their money and they invest in the share market. And the last feature is it is a channel for government to raise funds. Primary market is not only for the corporate bodies, the government, that is public sector enterprises, can also participate in primary market and they can raise funds which are required for their future expansion or establishment. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿನ ಗುಣಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು, ಇದು ಹೊಸ ಶೇರ್ಸಿನ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿ ಶೇರ್ಸಿನ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಮರುಪಾವತಿ ಅವಧಿ 12 ತಿಂಗಳಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಹೂಡಿಕೆದಾರರಿಗೆ ನೀಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಂಪನಿ ಉದ್ಯಮದಿಂದ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಹೂಡಿಕೆದಾರರಿಗೆ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀಡಲಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬಾರಿ ನಾವು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೂಡಿಕೆದಾರರು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೂಡಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾರಾಟ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲಿನ ಸೋರ್ಸ್, ಮೂಲ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಮತ್ತು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಬಹುದು. ಸಣ್ಣ ಮತ್ತು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೂಡಿಕೆದಾರರು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಬಹುದು. ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು, ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಹಣವನ್ನ ಒದಗಿಸಿಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಸಂಗ್ರಹಣೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Next concept is methods of new issue. So there are 4 ways by which the company can raise funds from the primary market. The first method is public issue, or we call it as initial public offerings. In short, we call it as IPOs. Next one is right issue. Third one is offer for sale. Fourth one is private placement. First one is public issue or initial public offerings. This is a common method of raising capital by companies through sale of a fixed number of securities directly to the public through the prospectus is called public issues or IPOs. Here, first we have to know the meaning of prospectus. Prospectus means it is a formal document which gives a full details of the investment offering to the public. It is used like a promotion for our public issue. So by using that, the company is going to raise the capital from the public directly through the sale of fixed number of shares. So they will fix, means they have a authorized capital. Among that, they will issue a part of the offering authorized capital. So it is most common method used by both new and existing companies. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಫರ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಅಥವಾ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರಿಗೆ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಬಂಡವಾಳವನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಫರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, a right issue. Right issue means when an existing company wants to raise additional capital, securities are first issued to the existing shareholders on a preemptive basis at preferential price is called right issue. Right issue is only the option for existing companies. The new companies cannot go for right issue to get the capital. The existing company can raise the funds for the additional capital requirement for expansion or modernization or for any other purposes. Here the securities are offered to the existing shareholders. Means existing company means they have some existing shareholders. They give first preference for the existing shareholders, and they will give an option for an existing shareholders to purchase the newly issued shares from the company to raise the additional capital on a preferential basis and in preferential price. Means when they purchase in a market, it will be higher value compared to right issue value. So they given an option. So right issue means it is an offer given to an existing shareholders to buy the shares of the company. So here in the right issue, the shares are offered to the existing shareholders in a particular proportion to their existing shareholder ownership. So based on the proportion, they will get the shares. ರೈಟ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾದಂತಹ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆಯ್ಕೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ನ, ಅದನ್ನ ಅವರು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಇನ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಆ ಆಯ್ಕೆನ ಮೊದಲು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರ ನಂತರ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಇಶ್ಯೂ is offer for sale. It is a method of outright sale of securities through intermediary of stockbrokers. In this method, shares are not issued public directly. Means in this method, the shares are not issued to the public directly. They issued or they sell their securities to the stockbrokers, and then the stockbrokers will sell the shares to the public. It has two stages. In the first stage, there is a direct sale from the issuing company to the broker houses, and then the broker houses or stock brokers, they resell the securities to the public. In the first, the price of the securities are negotiated between the stock brokers and the issuing company. In the second stages, the stock brokers will sell the securities at a higher prices to the public. ಆಫರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ಗಳು ಮಾರಾಟ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಬ್ರೋಕರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಮಾರಾಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಬ್ರೋಕರ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ರೀಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ, ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ರೀಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಂಪನಿಯಿಂದ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಬ್ರೋಕರ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ನೆಗೋಷಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೋಯರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಂತರ ಅದನ್ನ ರೀಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೈಯರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Next, the last method is private placement. It is a way of selling securities privately to a small group of investors, which means here also the shares are not sold to the public directly. Here the stock brokers will purchase all the shares of the company with the intention to resell it for their clients. So they make the profit in the resale of the securities, and this does not require any prospectus or underwriting because the stock brokers will maintain the record of their clients, and these clients were going to purchase the shares. There is a small difference between offer for sale and private placement. That is, in offer for sale, the stock brokers resell the securities to the public, wherein in private placement, the resale will happen to the clients of the stock brokers, not to the public. Which means the shares are offered privately to the small group of investors. That's why it is called as a private placement. ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಬ್ರೋಕರ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಬ್ರೋಕರ್ಸ್ ಅವರ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸಿನ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಇದನ್ನ ರೀಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ರೀಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೈಯರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ರೀಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. This is about the method of new issues. Let's sum up this session. In the beginning, we discussed about the meaning of primary market. We know that primary market is market for new issues, and we discussed the features of primary market. We know that primary market is for new issue, and for long-term securities, it is a source for capital formation, and the issue is directly to the investors by the company, and both small and large investors can participate. Government will participate. Both new and existing companies can also participate in a primary market. Next, we discussed about the methods of new issue. We discussed the 4 methods of new issues, that is public issue. It is also called as initial public offerings, right issue, offer for sale, and private placement. Public issue means directly it is issued to the public, which is used by both new and existing companies. Right issue means which is only used by the existing companies, where the shares are offered to the existing shareholders. And the offer for sale means here the stock brokers will purchase the securities of the company and then they resell it for the public. In case of private placement, the stockbrokers purchase the company shares and then they will resell it for their clients. So this is about the primary market meaning, features, and method. These are the references of this material. I hope you understood the concept of primary market, its features, and its method. Thank you for watching.